Let's talk about Temu.
I feel like a billionaire.
Most apps that you get on the App Store now, the revenue is from selling your data.
48 hours ago, I found out that my credit card information has been stolen.
How expensive was Temu's Super Bowl ad?
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
If you have downloaded the shopping app Temu, delete it now.
According to Wikipedia, Temu is an online marketplace based in Boston, Massachusetts, and is operated by the Ireland-based Chinese e-commerce company PPD Holdings, which is short for Pinduoduo. We will get back to them in a minute. They advertise a lot, offering heavily discounted goods, which are mostly shipped to consumers directly from China. Now, lawsuits with Shein, this is something I might do a whole separate video about, because the amount of this article that is dedicated to Shein, it's actually like right here, but the drama gets pretty deep. I personally haven't purchased anything from either of these places, but my mom has gotten dresses from Shein. A couple of my cousins have gotten dresses and clothing for both Shein and Temu, and none of them have really had issues with it yet. So how does Temu work? Because as the article says, a lot of users question whether it's legit. I am one of those users. However, I will try to be the most unbiased as I can while looking at this. One of the things that they've done that's very different from a lot of other apps is that they've essentially gamified the website, where you can earn credits through spin the wheel games, or if you're able to convince your friends to join. It's a certain kind of credit system that they have, where the more people you get to join, the more spin the wheels you do, the more credits you can get, the more free things you can be sent. Temu sells pretty much everything. It sells electronics, clothing, kitchenware, furniture, a bunch of different toys, a bunch of different things that you haven't even heard of, but have probably seen in those Amazon Finds hacks videos. And the vast majority of it is super cheap, like under $20 kind of cheap. These Lenovo wireless earbuds were for $9.40. People start to wonder, how are people getting free stuff from Temu? How are the prices so cheap? And one of the reasons is because of their social media campaigns with what I mentioned before, with the credit system. So a lot of people have been able to receive things without even giving Temu their credit card information, because they can get enough people to join, get enough credits, they get whatever they want or need for free. This part is insane. This woman from Texas has received $200 worth of items from Temu for free. It's $200 worth of stuff for free. Is like, whoa, that's crazy. And then it gets even crazier when you realize that you can get a set of wireless earbuds for under $10. The amount of things that you can buy with $200 on Temu is almost unimaginable. That's why their Super Bowl ad went so insane.
I like it. It's mine. The prices blow my mind. I feel so rich.
Because not only was it catchy, but the whole line to it was shop like a billionaire. You get a couple $100 and your entire room is decorated, which is why I personally don't trust it though. Many of you probably haven't seen a video that I posted a couple of months about how I got scammed by an Instagram ad about cheap pairs of Converse. But the thing about this is that Temu largely advertises on apps like Instagram and Facebook, Snapchat, a bunch of these apps that other scam ads go on to. And when you bring the cheap prices together, it logically doesn't make sense how everything is so cheap. So here's an article on why everything is so cheap. One of the things, and I will try to say this the best I can, is the de minimis exception, which, according to a report from the U.S. House Select Committee on Chinese Communist Party, Temu relies on the de minimis exception to ship goods directly to U.S. customers for a low price. Shipment below the de minimis value of $800 isn't expected or taxed by U.S. Customs. The lack of inspection part, it's a bit concerning, because I don't know if you guys have heard about drug smuggling, but that's kind of how they do it, is by getting it across borders without it being inspected, or hiding it in things so that if it is inspected, it won't be caught. So I feel like there's definitely an opportunity there to do some unsavory things. Also, low manufacturing costs, because I'm sure it doesn't take a genius to guess that because it costs so cheap on the website, it probably isn't that high of quality and probably will not be something that you pass down to your grandchildren. which is true. And they're losing $30 an order, according to Wired, which is insane. It relies on American customers to frequently order from Temu to make up for the money lost. So somehow, even though they're losing $30 an order, the amount that people will pay per order because they can get so much for it, it seems counterintuitive, because wouldn't you pay less for an order if you can get so much for less? But apparently, American consumers are making up for it, so we gotta love that for us. Also, knockoff products, dupe, was a new term. I say new, I think it's been around since like the 1980s. But a lot of it is unbranded and manufactured by mass in China. There was also another thing regarding cheapness, because there has been a lot of concern about labor laws. That's one of the things that has brought Temu into mainstream controversy is, well, what about the labor laws? I did find a site that says the US has banned imports from China's Xinjiang region over forced labor concerns. One of Temu's policies is that nothing can be shipped here since the US bans it. Temu does claim to produce its products ethically because of its third-party code of conduct that stresses the company has it. However, according to this, the US House Selects Committee's report states that Temu doesn't have an auditing or compliance program to assure this, and whether it's environmentally ethical is it's probably not. It's that fast fashion. It's that stuff that's made of cheap plastic that is gonna never decompose. And I just recently learned that like half of recycling plastic is a lie. So maybe I'll make a video about that, because recycling plastic almost doesn't actually exist. It's all fake. Unless it's a conspiracy theory, then I sound insane. Many also distribute products containing harmful chemicals, and that eventually end in landfills. What the heck is a carbon credit? Do I need to look this up? Don't they make a credit system for violating the environment? If you know what a carbon credit is, then comment, because that seems absolutely insane for a government to be like, you just create like 2 billion pounds worth of plastic products, and they will never decompose and won't recycle, so you're gonna have to buy some carbon credits. Buy our carbon credits, and that will help fund fixing the environment. That's what I'm guessing it is. It's like the Plant a Tree Foundation or something, where their carbon credit is like 1,000 trees. I don't know how I missed that reading earlier. That is kind of hilarious. And so with the amount of controversy that's been lying around Temu so far with just kind of ethics, a lot of people are wondering, is Temu legit? Is it a legitimate website? Depends on your definition, because yes, it's a legitimate website. Yes, the products are real. People get their product. This is a poll that I posted on Twitter at about midnight last night. I'm assuming probably like 4 or 5 people said they think it's perfectly fine. No one's had their info stolen. A couple of people have been scammed, and a couple of people are frequent shoppers. And one follower also said, I only bought one thing and it was fine. I texted my 2 cousins who I know order from Temu fairly regularly. Their responses were no issues, or sometimes they sent the wrong colors, but they always are quick to return money and send replacement items. And now their shipping period of time does take longer than Amazon, especially if you have Amazon Prime. Amazon is usually 2 to 3 day shipping. Regular Amazon isn't typically much longer than that, but Temu can be up to 15 days. Right here it says it takes them about 10 days before they reach your doorstep. So it's not the fastest, but considering that it's being sold from a different country across the Pacific Ocean, I would say that's pretty quick. With the Lenovo earbuds before, Lenovo is one of the only actual brands that are sold on Temu. They have a little blue check mark for verified brands, and there's Lenovo and Xiaomi. And those are currently the only 2 verified tech brands. Speaking of the Lenovo earbuds, the article writer's reviews on the things she purchased from Temu were pretty good. She got these earbuds, wireless keyboard and mouse, an HP wireless silent mouse, and more Lenovo wireless headphones. The main issue with the headphones that she had was that the audio on calls wasn't great. A lot of people on the other end said it sounded like she was talking underwater from really far away, and the mouse was just kind of an average mouse. This was apparently pretty nice, made kind of a satisfying clicking sound, and the mouse was really silent, so generally good reviews. Which is why a lot of controversy has come so up, because you'll have people who order stuff and it's fantastic, and then you'll get other people, they get absolutely scammed.
It's been 1 week since I've ordered from Temu, and 48 hours ago, I found out that my credit card information has been stolen.
You see, Temu...
First Temu order, her credit information is gone. This is a video that the Asher Show put together that was sent to me by my fantastic friend Stell at Stell on Twitter. She sends me a lot of information that I use for these videos. But this was a fantastic video where it pretty much dove into what Temu is, Temu hauls, Temu emails, which, by the way, I did check, because apparently I had a bunch of emails from Temu about joining the creator program, which is...
We see that you're a creative influencer who's passionate in your social media content. We sincerely invite you to join the Temu Influencer Program for the chance to earn up to $100,000 in free products every month. That sounds great. How can I get involved? All you gotta do is register. And then when you join, you get up to $300 in free products, $1,000 in your balance calculation period, extra discounts for your followers, up to 20% commission on referrals for new users only, $5 for every referral, download and log in, and up to $100,000 commission every month. And look how happy the person is in the picture here. She's loving life.
She's loving life, but that's pretty much their creator incentive program that they have, where they send creators emails like, hey, we want to partner with you. Here's some perks you can get. Here's perks your followers can get. This is why you should do this, blah, 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 blah. So I decided out of curiosity, since I am a creator, to check my email. I had nothing. I checked my personal email box and my content email box, neither of which had anything from Temu. So PogChamp, I guess, I don't really know how to feel about that. I'm not famous enough for them yet.
Then how much are they paying big YouTubers to promote Temu? I got another email here. Let's read this.
That is an insane amount of Temu bags. No, we need to go back and look at that. I'm not gonna, like, pretend that I'm super stringent with ordering things and I, like, never purchase anything in my life. But, oh my gosh, that's like if I took every package I ordered in the year of 2023 and put it into a room. In case you missed this, they're the top of the charts in the App Store, at least when this was made. Actually, let's check this right now. Top free apps in the Apple App Store. Temu, up there at the top. So they're still up there, and they're still huge.
But I know for a fact that they pay tens of thousands of dollars for a 10-minute video or even a 5-minute ad. How exactly do...
Which is wild, because they are already losing $30 an order. So how are they affording their insane marketing practices? Like, not only are they asking creators to work with them for this stuff, but it's how expensive Super Bowl ads? I actually don't know. How expensive is a Super Bowl ad? 7 million for that! How expensive was Temu's Super Bowl ad? I don't even care about the fact that it immediately led to a rise in both downloads and daily active users. 14 million! And then they're losing like 500 million a year or something on other stuff.
Most apps that you get on the App Store now, the revenue that those apps have is from selling your data.
So as the popularity of Temu grew and more...
So, selling data. None of us like that. As I'm sure you guys are aware, given the past few years of conspiracy theories and COVID bringing out all the real crazies in the world, we discovered that pretty much none of our information is private. Nobody really likes a supermassive internet imprint, especially if people aren't exactly, you know, trying to find flowers for their grandmother So, with that being said, is it safe to shop on Temu? And this article, by the way, was posted, oh boy, now I need to go find it, on December 6th of 2023. That was literally 9 days ago. Temu was accused by the American government of possible data risks because its parent company, a Chinese online store called Pinduoduo, aka PDD, was removed by Google from its app store for containing malware. So there have been a lot of accusations of hidden malware in Temu, mostly in the app instead of the website. And this is particularly concerning because to make an order, you need to provide a name, an address, and payment details, which the latter of the two at least need to be real so you can get your package, and you don't want those compromised. This specifies the Temu app contains the most dangerous spyware in circulation, a class action lawsuit. This was posted November 9th. So about a month before the other article, and the main complaint is that the fast fashion giant gains access to literally everything on your phone, which is a lot. That's a lot. It was alleged that they failed to secure the customer's personal and financial data, as well as wiretapping. I thought wiretapping hadn't happened since people literally made phone calls over the wire in like the 1950s or something. I think it was before that. I don't know. The lawsuit also claims that their items entice users to join the platform, which, like, obviously people like low price things. I'm not really sure how that exactly can be part of the lawsuit, because what Temu does is it gets these different manufacturers, and then it's like, okay, for this product, which one of you makes it the cheapest? So if it was a fidget cube like this, it would get a company and be like, all right, how low can you make this? And one company be like, I could sell that for $5. Another one's like, I could sell it for $3. And another one's like, I could sell it for $1.50. And Temu's like, sold for $1.50. And then only the person who sells the fidget cube for $1.50 is allowed to sell on the website. The goal of it all is to get the manufacturers to sell for as cheap as possible to the customers and keep it to mainly that one manufacturer. As you can imagine, with the sellers competing to get the lowest priced item out there, the customers are like, yay, super low priced items, and then they go to the app. It's owned by PPD Holdings, which is the Pinduoduo that was found to have malware in it. And apparently the government of China can demand data possessed, controlled, or accessible by Temu. A lot of people have said that they're being scammed, and this video was posted 3 months ago, so as you can see, the Temu situation has really only gotten worse.
People were taking to TikTok saying Temu was selling their bank information on the black market.
So my bank details got...
I don't know how to access the black market, so I don't know how people are figuring this out.
sold to the black market by Temu. I'm not fucking around right now.
Why
So
is
they
your
took
room so light? Are you staying in
$400,
a
but it
hotel?
was in like really small portions for 2 months. So like once a day they would take out like...
So one of their tactics to continue getting money from you is they'll take amounts from the bank that are small enough that it's not suspicious.
So eventually I was like, just like to mum, I think my account's been hacked. Like, because I couldn't buy something today, like my card wouldn't link up, and I was like, I'm so stupid. So I call my bank, and I'm just like, hey, like, I think my card, like, can I talk to like the fraud people? Like, someone's like hacking my card. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then I talked to them and they were like, oh God, okay, we've got 3 pages here of things that they have taken out of your account. Like, we're just gonna go ahead and like claim that wasn't you. And I was like, what the fuck? And like all of them were from like different countries and like different people, because the black market people use like a different IP address or something. I don't know.
So in her case in particular, her bank information was taken, sold to the black market, and then people on the black market were making these various small charges.
Currently, I'm going through the same thing.
I imagine that was a duet.
I don't know if it was because of Temu, but the situation happened right after I made some purchases from Temu, and I was already sketched about the website, but I've heard good stuff about it. But I checked my account like last Friday, I was at $1. $1.
But is it true? So far, we've only heard from a couple people saying that it happened to them. It could be a coincidence. Let me go through Temu's privacy and cookie policy. What is the
Okay.
personal
This is the creepiest part. I'm gonna let him read it. It says everything that I would have said so perfectly. So we're just gonna watch this because their privacy policy is actually insane.
information that they collect? They collect your contact data, demographic information, profile data, communications, transactional data, marketing.
So they're kind of, I wouldn't say basic things, but they're more standard kind of things. The fact that they collect it is strange though. Demographic info is very typical. Like even YouTube does that. YouTube is collecting your demographic info right now, and it'll send me statistics of what the average age of my viewers are, countries you guys are from, and the majority of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe. 97. That is sad. 97.7% of y'all aren't subscribed. So freaking subscribe. I'm on winter break now. I'll be able to mass produce videos like this for about a month.
Data, user-generated content such as profile pictures, photos, images, videos, audio recordings. Why do they need the government issued identification numbers? Why do they need this? This is on their website. Payment information, promotional information, and other data, which is not specifically listed.
Which literally, how do you have anything more than that? The Temu privacy policy has been updated since July. It was just updated 14 days ago on November 1st. So it looks way different. Personally, I think it's probably the company only doing it to random users, because if they don't target a specific group of users, if they don't do it on a very regular basis, and if they leave a lot of other customers satisfied with their purchases, then the chances of Temu being taken down and exiled from the United States are pretty low. And it's understandable that they would do this to their users because they are losing a lot of money. There's a personal saying that I like to abide by. If it doesn't cost anything, but it's promising you money, it's costing your privacy. Especially in a world where we don't have a whole lot of privacy and government secrets are being leaked in Minecraft Discord servers because some random Redditors get mad. I personally can't speak to any kind of experience with Temu because I personally have never used it, but a lot of the reviews from people are very mixed, and I personally don't want to risk compromising my personal information by shopping on this platform. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat some chocolate now because it's 7:30 and I want those peppermint Ghirardelli peppermint bark things. They're really good. Oh my goodness, I have so much editing to do. Anyways, be safe out there, kids, and subscribe.